like I said at the beginning of the show, we've been saying since 2016 that the Democrats were overplaying their hands and there were going to be consequences if they didn't let up. And by God, they have not let up for 10 years.
But you have Barack Obama out there actually help, feed into all this and everything else after he left the presidency in 2016, whenever Trump came in. He's the one that, Barack Obama and all his crew were the ones who were pushing all the censorship against Roseanne or Ann Coulter or Ben Shapiro at the time and everything, and all the political violence. And they haven't let up, I think it started before 16. It probably started at 08, 09.
To a certain extent. I mean, that was the formative years, but I mean, they, it's hard. It's really hard to wrap your head around. If there was a way for them, a more efficient way for them to shoot themselves in the foot, I think they would leap at the chance, because they are literally doing every single thing they can to destroy their brand. Like that since 2020, the Democrat registrations have been on a steady decline, and now there were states where where the Democrats largely dominated the registrations. Not no more.
No,
they're getting those guys down. There are many of them where they're behind Republicans now, and they are getting further and further behind the ones that aren't. It's going to be hard for like we said, have said the whole time and have said continuously for years. It's going to be difficult for the Democrats to dig themselves out of this hole, because they'd have to walk back everything they've said over the last 10 years, and they're not willing to do it.
The question
They've painted themselves in a corner.
Do they want to dig themselves out of the hole, or do they want to use it just to make money? I mean, that's the whole thing. Is this about greed, or is this about votes?
It's all about greed, but at the end of the day, it's one of those like the dog eating his own tail. Yeah. After a while, you get to a butt.
Exactly. I mean, we actually, I was watching Farron Cousins. He's another podcast running a podcast called The Ring of Fire, which is sort of our Mike Papatonio. He was talking about he was going to step away from The Ring of Fire because basically Trump was inciting all this violence by blaming the left-wing people and blaming the left-wing media and left-wing radicals for this horrible killing of Charlie Kirk. And so he is trying to say that the president was inciting that.
Oh, and I know.
Was like, come on, guys.
They're trying to blame everyone in the world except for them.
Now, whenever anything happens, it's always Trump's fault on the right. Now, whenever anything happens on the left, who do they blame? Trump as well. So basically, it's Trump's fault for both sides. Obviously they're giving Trump the mantle of God, because they're saying that he is responsible for everything good and everything bad. Actually, no, let me take it back. He's responsible for everything bad on one side and everything bad on the other side, and there is no responsibility for anything good.
I'm trying to remember who it was. One of the broadcasters the other day was pointing out. Scott Jennings, I think it may have been the one, or it might have been someone else. I forget.
It was Jennings.
Well, I don't remember if it was him that said this or someone else, but they were talking about the leadership of the Democrat Party, and he said, who's leading the Democrat Party right now? Donald Trump is leading the Democrat Party, because without him, they have no direction. The only direction they have is being opposed to Donald Trump.
And he's their chief fundraiser. I mean, Democrats, wake up to this. Donald J. Trump is your leading fundraiser. Okay? If without him and without this, all the antics of the right trying to lead the country in the right direction, and all y'all's fanaticism here against it, y'all have nothing. I mean, he's leading you guys by the nose, and y'all are taking every single piece of the bait, hook, line, and sinker.